I was born and raised in Poland. I went to law school and worked as a lawyer in Poland. After marrying a U.S. citizen, I moved to the United States. After moving to the U.S., I hired an attorney to help me with my green card application based on marriage to a U.S. citizen. When choosing the immigration attorney for my case, I made a few huge mistakes, which cost me money, time and stress. As a result of choosing the wrong attorney, I lost thousands of dollars in filing fees and attorney's fees, and the decision on my case was delayed by almost 2 years, not to mention the stress I endured, the feeling of helplessness, fear of deportation, and uncertainty about my future in this country. My first mistake when choosing my immigration attorney was not checking his references and relying solely on the size of the law firm and its advertising. The firm advertised as one of the largest law firms in the area and featured a nice whole-page ad in a newspaper. The attorney met with me only once in his fancy office and charged me a huge fee for his valuable time. That was the only time I saw him. Once he took my money, I wasn't able to reach him again. From then on, all my calls were being transferred to a paralegal who had an attitude and always seemed annoyed when I called to get an update on my case. The attorney waited several months to file my case and finally filed the paperwork after I threatened to fire him. Because of his incompetence in handling my case, my petition was denied. My attorney didn't even have the decency to call me to explain this himself. He just forwarded me a copy of the U.S.A.'s letter. I was shocked and devastated. Luckily, I was able to find another attorney with a small firm who was recommended to me by a friend whom he helped receive her green card. This time, I learned my lesson and did my research before entrusting my case in another attorney. I checked his online reviews and made sure he was recommended by many of his clients. My new attorney was a solo practitioner, did not have a super fancy office and paralegals working for him. Instead, he personally handled all his work, made himself available to me on the phone or by email, and always returned my calls to personally answer my many questions. He charged me much less than the previous attorney, promptly refiled my case, and put me at ease that everything was going to be okay without having to leave the country. He was approachable and compassionate. After my horrible experience with the first attorney, I decided to go back to law school and become an attorney in the United States, so I could help other immigrants resolve their immigration problems with as little stress as possible. Having personally experienced the process, I can relate to my clients, and I know how they feel. My goal is to provide high-quality personal service at a reasonable price, where compassion meets competence. I am personally involved in each one of my cases, and I personally work on each file from the beginning to the end. I am available to be reached by my clients directly on my cell phone, and I always promptly personally return my clients' calls. I treat my clients like I would like to be treated by my attorney. Having experienced many of these struggles myself, I learned that there is a solution to almost every legal problem, and having a good attorney is often what makes the difference between being deported or obtaining your U.S. citizenship. What I love the most about my profession is helping people resolve their problems and giving them hope. For immigration assistance in Florida, please call 727-538-4171.